do it. Thug life. Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me. You know, I kind of enjoy these morning brisk rides to DC. I never thought that I'd be using this scooter quite so much, but I'm pretty much depending on it for work. So if this breaks down, it's not like I can use my Super 10 ray. Parking is close to nothing, so I'd have to resort to my bicycle. You know, I really worry about cars pulling in front of you. You know, as a motorcyclist slash scooterist, you really need to be careful. You know, like they say, that popular sentence, you need to ride like you're invincible. And they're not kidding. There is something to be said about that. Being visible is half the battle. Because remember, the thing that kills the most motorcyclists is not corners. It's not cars hitting you from behind. It's basically cars making left turns in front of you. So when a lot of motorcyclists complain about grass clippings, they just don't know any of the stats. One of those guys that switches from lane to lane, and no matter what road you're in, don't switch from lane to lane. Stick to one lane. Don't stay in people's blind spots too long. On a scooter it's a little bit harder because you don't have that instant power as you do in a motorcycle. But you don't want to be moving from lane to lane because that makes you less predictable. And you see this a lot, especially in major cities. It's motorcyclists who, I don't know, I guess they think it's racing, you know, it's cool. So they'll go in and out of traffic. But that just makes you very unpredictable. Bumps on the scooter, it's not that big of a deal, but on the buddy, man, if you hit that, especially if you didn't know it was there, please. By the way, here's a speed camera. This is loose gravel here. Interesting. 16th Street, you know, you gotta keep a nice sort of speed here. You know, this is why scooters do pretty well in traffic, because cars can't move that fast through DC. You know, some do, of course, but it almost seems grotesquely over needed to have like a Super 10 ray at this point. It's a very easy commuter. I mean, just think of all the shifting that you have to do. I don't know, sometimes it's just nice, especially in the United States. It seems like a scooter is really what is needed. You know, just learn from the Europeans. You know, they've been around for quite some time. There's definitely, this is one of the issues about this area. You leave your house 10 minutes later and you get much more traffic than you would if you were to leave it a little bit earlier. Sometimes you do see cars go over and push over to the right. One time I was doing this out in suburbia, and suburbia is actually dangerous to do this because people get more upset because they seem to be a little bit more territorial. But I did that and this pickup truck swerved. I mean, like, he swerved to try and hit me, and it was these two guys that were obviously just working, you know, blue collar guys working. And oh man, I remember that was like so awfully dangerous that I don't understand why anybody would do that. And they almost hit me. I mean, swung to the shoulder to hit me. And I remember confronting them. That was the lady in front of me that was telling me don't do anything because she saw the whole event. You know, that's the thing, man. Like, if a car wants to mess with you on a motorcycle, they will. And like, I don't know how people justify that. Even if I'm at fault, why would you know, scare somebody, and attempted to, you know, hurt you just by swerving your car? I mean, even just to scare you is kind of a crazy thing that they did. Man, it's starting to rain. Shit. Alright guys, let's get to work. Man, these people. That bus really is occupying a lot. Alright, let's see what's going on here. When car drivers see me go by, that should be a clue that you are simply going too slow. You gotta speed up. Yeah, I'm getting into like angry commute mode. That's the problem, you know.